Hey guys, it's Chedek, and in this video, I will be covering the rework of Beach. Oh, and by the way, if you see this chair behind me, it is not the chair I will be keeping. I hate this chair with a burning passion. It is too low, and my desk is too high, and I had to bring the mic over here. And this is, believe it or not, this is my second take of the 30-minute recording because the audio sounded garbage. So, this chair, this giant, big chair that I could literally looks like a couch. It's gonna get replaced, and just like my old Beach amplifier is getting replaced, this amplifier, what I usually had, bang, it's basically kind of the same thing, just traps have been reworked, and actually it's not the same thing at all. It's much different. And yeah, so to get started, let's show you guys off the let's start with the footage of Beach East. So I wanted to do something impressive, so I was like, you know what, let's get wave 25 footage of Beach East. And it was a good idea, and if it wasn't for the UFO spawning in a very unlucky position, it would have been totally AFK from here. I would have been slicking the whole time. I have other footage of other waves like 20, 18, 22, but I thought 25 would be the coolest. And I think it's at this UFO, at this point, where the UFO actually spawns in a very inconvenient location, and I end up losing a large portion of my tunnel. But even though that I lost that large portion of the tunnel was still strong enough to withstand the oncoming horde. I was able to easily rebuild the portion that I missed, and I still won the round. And believe it or not, I at wave 30, for this wave 30, I got footage for the Valley rework. So expect that coming soon. And yeah, that's wave 25 clear, easy peasy with my new tunnel. And since you watched all of that with some mild commentary, I'm hoping, Chedek, please do it, I swear to God. Here's to start with all the traps. Those are all the traps I'm using in this video. Those probably aren't. There's probably one or few traps that I don't use, but I'm just leaving it all there so if you guys know what kind of traps to have, so you just take them, you know, that's what I use. And while the traps are up, let's remove the webcam and get started. So, first things first, let's talk about the lava bomb manipulation. Perfectly timed. Actually, I caused that. So to shift this lava bomb, what you're going to be doing is walking up from the spawn. You're going to walk one tile forward, 2 tiles to the left, and leave those 3 tiles down. You're going to leave 2 empty tiles in front of you, a tile down there to cause the lava bomb to be stuck in this area, and then over here a tile down so you can have it stuck in this 2x2. When I was recording the lava bomb manipulation video, I showed this off to shift the lava bomb, how to move it, but I didn't really have it in the perfect position that was useful for AFKing. What happened is, if you were AFKing and you had these 2 tiles here, the lava bomb would land right here, which caused a lot of problems for several people. But like they used the experiments that I was using instead of just trying it out for themselves. And yeah, this is basically the fix. You just leave these 2x2 open. So now let's talk about the main spawn. So the main spawn is down here. This is where the majority of the husks will be spawning. And what we've done is we spawn killed them with some tiles over here. So when you walk up this hill, walk up the middle tile of the hill, turn to your right and put a floor piece there. You're going to be putting a pyramid on top of that floor piece for protection, smash protection, that we will be covering later. And then you're going to walk 1 tile from that pyramid to the east, 3 tiles to the south, and then move 1 tile north, 2 tiles to the east, 1 tile to the east, and then 1 more tile to the north to block that all off with gas traps. That will do damage to the husks, and it's basically all you really need. Then from the pyramid piece, you're going to be placing 2 walls from the west and the north to block off the pyramid, jump over the west wall onto another pyramid piece that is facing like this into that for smasher protection, and then a wall in front of that pyramid from the south. Then you jump back to the middle part of the hill, move 1 tile forward, block it with a nothing, a tile above, a gas, and a wall dart on the right. Now don't worry, this isn't really what's being used. All the husks will really be walking up from here, from the left side. From the left side, where all the husks will be coming from, is a wall launcher, 2x or 4x to each their own. I put a 2x for, you know, more usages, because, you know, you don't want smashers to fall down that early. It's best to just get the little ones anyways, because they'll die from fall damage. Ceiling gas on top, wall dart behind it towards the east, and then 2 more wall darts following that. So it's just so you can just talk about that, so they could fly, they could shoot whatever lands here basically, and anything that gets over here will get shot with the wall darts up to this tile, believe it or not. Wait, 1, 2, yep, this tile. Which, so that tile, that wall dart has so much value, trust me. Then when you walk up here, wooden floor spikes, wall launcher to push husk back down there, ceiling gas on top. 1 more tile to the left, same thing, ceiling gas, wall launcher, floor spike. 1 more tile to the left, tar pit, 4x floor wall launcher to push all the husks that get here back into the pit over here. Sometimes husks will land here, and that is why these tiles are here. And then ceiling gas on top. Now we need to talk about this. I used to have a tunnel over there because I didn't have the lava bomb manipulation here, and husks would break these walls to get in. So now that the lava bomb manipulation has been shifted with these 2 wall launchers here and the walls there, I was able to block that tunnel off, and we will get to that later along with all this, but we should talk about the core aspects of the tunnel first. So this is where they choose to split. The shorter path is obviously over there, but the weaker path is over here. Husks will usually go out through here, but these wall launchers will thin out the crowd and let some husks go that way. Either way, they're all going to end up in the pit regardless, so it doesn't really matter. So for the main path, it is 3 tiles of tar pit on the floor, wall launcher on the right, and gas trap on the top. This first tile will be a wooden floor piece, so you put your base on top of it, because that's where you're mainly going to put your base. Then tar pit, wall launcher, tar pit, wall launcher again, and that will just push all the husks into the into the pit. Tar pit on the floor, 4x wall launcher to push them all back into that tar pit if anything luckily makes it through, and ceiling gas on top. Wall launcher on the right, ceiling tar pit on the bottom, and ceiling gas on top, and then nothing else. You could put the smasher protection here. I did because it makes me feel safe. And yeah, that's about it for the main path. You don't need anything else. We'll talk about smasher protection at the end of Beach East. And yeah, now for the miner spawn. So once you walk up the miner spawn ramp, to say this is the ramp, the miner spawn will be in this area. You can also do a miner lava bomb shift right here with this wooden floor piece to know where it is. Start from the ramp, build 3 tiles north, 1 tile to the left, and then put another tile down to shift the lava bomb into this area to know over here. And for the miner spawn, we have a wall launcher on the left to push any husks that get over here into these 2 tar pits, which will land them in front of these wall launchers, which will push them back into the tunnel. And yeah, that's about it for that part. And then we have the same thing we have over there, just mimic for 3 tiles. Just wall launcher, tar pit, gas. Wall launcher, tar pit, gas. Just 3 tiles. This game has been doing that a lot. You see that stutter, guys? I have no idea why my game does that. It just does that. Maybe it's because of my settings. I don't know. We're just gonna put it on high from now on, because I don't know, screw it. Because that's like, my graphics card is all fine and everything. It just does that all the time. Then we move 1 more tile forward after those 3 with a wooden floor launcher, pushing all the husks all the way up there and down there into the pit. Now there's no reason to have this for Beach East, but because it connects to Beach South, it's very necessary. Then we have another wooden floor launcher to push them there, because if you have a wooden floor launcher here, you can't put roofs, because then sometimes they'll get knocked here and get pushed there. And then yeah, and then a wall launcher to push them into the pit. Now all that's done, I guess we could talk about the smasher protection and all that, and the lava protection. But first we needed to get in depth about this. So starting from here, from this tar pit, there is a wall launcher in front of it, and then that's where the ramp starts. It still does it. It still does the lag. Look at that. This game is doo-doo. I don't know. It's just tearing issues. So with that ramp there, you put a wall on the side of it. You should also close this off to make doubly sure. I'm probably going to leave just this tile here. You put 1 more ramp on that ramp, and then you put another ramp facing down, and then you block it off from each side. I don't need these. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't think I need that. I have those, but like that's what I used for the footage, so you'll definitely see that. And then the 2 ramps here, because anything that lands there, and that's about it for that. It's just a little recycler for the pit that anything launches from Beach South and Beach East. And now let's talk about this thing over here. So this thing is what I've used now to block off the dang tunnel that I used to have, and people used to say, Monka S, Monka, this is a bad tunnel. It was bad, but it stopped blasters and it made me happy. So this whole hill, just surrounded with metal pieces. You've already probably surrounded all of that, but you need to surround this too, and I've already covered that. You do not need to put any protection behind that, but you do need to block off that hill over here. I blocked this off with 4 tiles, and then over here where it starts to begin, I put in a pyramid here. It doesn't have to be like that, but I've been leaving like that. And then full sandwiches from that pyramid. Sandwiches filled even from the middle. Well, that's how actually sandwiches are usually filled. I'm pretty stupid for that. Pyramids facing into that direction all along for 3 tiles, as you can see. And there has to be roofs on these pyramids because once they break through this tile right here, they can fling at the amplifier. So that's the only reason why there's roofs on these pyramids and not on other roof on these sandwiches. And then from here, you walk 2 tiles up and you put roofs, ramps all the way down for the first 3, and then 1 more. And then for this part, you don't put 2. You just go, how many ramps? Let's see, 4, 5, 6 ramps down, and you'll be good. Then all where those ramps were, put walls all along the empty spaces. For the first one, right? For the first one, you put 2 walls. Then you put 3 ramp pieces. So you save yourself literally 3 tiles. If you put the floors and the ramps, you'd be wasting your tiles. And then walls on top. And then over here, there is a this is the tile piece for the miner tunnel. You have to leave it like this, or because if you put a ramp with a wall launcher to recycle them, they'll land on here. But you can probably stop that with just that. But either way, I like it like this. It just makes me feel more comfortable. And then again, all the way down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how many is that actually? I gotta recount that. Game, stop lagging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles down with ramps to connect it. And then the 6th tile is just nothing because lobbers can't fling from that area. And yeah, with just some walls there because this is where they can also fling from there. Oh no. Just like from this part here, you put 3 tiles down with roofs, and then the ramps because you don't need any more than that. Pretty much just trims off as time goes on. And that's about it for that. I do have this blocked off, but I'll cover that in Beach South. That's pretty much it for Beach East, and I've probably already shown you footage, so I guess it's time to start Beach South. So Beach South is much different, and actually I'm going to cut real quick. And let's begin with Beach South. So for Beach South, I have a block off that will force all the husks onto the left side. To do this block off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the ramp right here, move 1 tile up from the left side, and put on a full sandwich. Walls all around this 1 by 1, pyramid facing that side, and to block off the middle wall, you could block off this wall if you wanted to. I just prefer the middle wall. Do not put a ramp, that is dumb. And then same thing on the left side, so there's no possibilities for the husks to walk up this ramp. All they have to do is walk up, break that, and they won't break it. They won't. They'll attack, they'll nibble it, I'm not gonna lie. They will nibble on these walls, but they will not sit full on and aggro them. Then for when they walk up the ramp, leave 1 tile, 1 row open, put floors on the next tile, and then roofs on top of those floors, pyramids on top of those floors. Then you're going to surround those 2 roofs with walls, not in the middle, surround that side with walls, the right side as well, and jump over the wall, put a pyramid down into this direction, put a wall there, jump over it again, put another pyramid down facing this wall, jump over this one again, put a wall down and a pyramid facing this direction, and then another wall with a pyramid behind it facing this direction. This is to block off all the husks that'll try to come through here. And also the tunnel is blocked off, which is absolutely magnificent. You need this tunnel to be blocked off all the way through, even the other side too. Not the left side, the right side of the tunnel, we'll get to that later. But it's basically blocked off with half sandwiches, basically sandwiches without the walls. So I guess just no box blocks off, but I like to call them sandwiches because I heard Allura call it once and I was just like, well, sandwich theme channel, that just sticks for me. Now for the spawn kill. Now for once you reach this left side again for this pyramid, you're going to walk up and put a gas trap on. Then you're going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4 gas traps down, then put a wall dart down right to block it off. Then you're going to move on any tile on the left, you fill that all up with gas traps. On the sandwiches, you put wall darts, and then all of the walls facing the outside, the south side, you put 4x wall launchers to push the husk down here. Also, on the top of the pyramid, the ramp pieces, the natural ramps, you put ceiling electric fields. Whew. And then after all of this is done, you have that wall dart, you just walk into the main tunnel, and there is a ceiling electric, ceiling gas, tar pit on the bottom, wall launcher to push them out, 4x to push them all the way down there, wall dart, and then you move one more tile to the left, wooden floor spikes, 2x wall launcher, wall dart, and ceiling gas on top. You can't really recycle much at this point, so it's just 2x's because they're not going to get pushed that far. Tar pit, wall launcher 2x to push them over there, ceiling gas on top, and wall dart on the back. Now that is for the major spawn. We still don't happen. What happens is when these wall launchers push them down, they would either choose to walk back up this way or walk over this way. And there's also a minor spawn down here too, so it's good to have this tunnel, you know, pretty much built up as well. So what you're going to do is on the ramp part here, you're going to put on the right a ceiling electric field, on the left a ceiling gas. Reason why gas is here is because they're going to be walking up here and ceiling electric field so they can get some extra damage. This wall launcher to push them all the way back. And then we have a wooden floor spike. This game is garbage. Why does it keep doing that? I hate that stutter. It's very annoying. And then wooden floor spikes on the bottom, wall launcher right there to push them back out, wall darts on the right, ceiling gas on top, walk one tile to the left, wooden floor spike, wall launcher there to push them back out, wall darts here for damage, and ceiling gas on top. Move one more tile to the left, you have wooden floor spikes, wall launcher to push them over here, ceiling gas on top, and nothing on this wall. Feel free to put a wall dart on this wall if you so desire, but I do not care for it. Wall launcher here to push them to the left, and then a wall launcher here to, with its a 4x to push them back out into the beginning. Wall darts there, ceiling gases on top, and then you move one more tile up. It is a tar pit, and a tar pit to the right, and a wall launcher, and a gas, and a wall dart. Nothing else for that tunnel. Also, I have shifted the lava bomb, so before you get started, remember to put this tile up here from the ramp. Yo, I hate this lag so much. How much is it's not even using that much. I don't understand. This game is doo-doo. So yeah, floor piece right here to start it, and then once you walk up on this side, on that ramp, you just put floor piece here, and you go 4 tiles down, and you should be able to place your tunnels just as fine. And also one more thing before we move on to this part, I have blocked all of this off. So whenever anything falls down into pit, they choose to walk up back the beach east side. Now, on this part, when they walk out from east both sides, there is going to be wall darts on top of them, and then ceiling electric fields on top of those for extra damage. Then to the right of those ceiling electric fields, there's 2 walls because I don't want them to fling, and it just makes me feel much more safer. Now they're going to walk up from here, and there is a wall launcher to push Huss over here, and a 4x to push Huss back into the tunnel, with a tar pit below and wall dart right here for damage and ceiling gas on top. Then you're going to walk one more tile forward, and there is a floor launcher to push Huss through here, push them off of this ramp, and sling them back into the tunnel. It's basically a minor reset, just for some extra time, but it's unnecessary entirely. You could actually just block this off if you really wanted to, because it's just, in my opinion, very useless. And I'm gonna keep it for now, but if I were you, just remove it. It's unnecessary, but it works. It's only an extra 5 tiles, and if you're putting gas and like wall darts anyways, it would cost the same, so you just get a recycler. But it's each their own. You could block it off if you so desire. Then 2 wooden floor spikes, and nothing on the walls, ceiling gases on top. And then to this tile right here, it's a tar pit with a 4x wall launcher to push Huss back down there, just to stall them. And then wall darts on the right, and then you move 1 tile to the left, wall darts on the left, and then a wall launcher 4x to push anything that lands here back into the pit. Now, like I said before with this ramp, if I haven't said it before, it's a ramp here to push them up from this floor launcher to send them back into the pit from the south side. It's basically any smasher or husky Huss that gets through will get reset into the tunnel, and well, just permanently, and it's over for them. Once they fall down there, it's just genuinely over for them. Now, for this side, I have put a few sandwiches. So when you walk up here at this tar pit here with this wall launcher, to the left of it you're going to put a wall and then a pyramid behind it to make sure that they don't try to come up from here. And then you're going to jump on top of that wall launcher with the tar pit and the gas and move one tile to the north, and there's going to be 3 walls. This is going to be a sandwich, and then another sandwich behind that one, and another sandwich behind that one. And then that's when it's going to link up with the tunnel on the left, and you're going to put another sandwich in there, and then another sandwich behind that sandwich, and then another sandwich to the north of that sandwich. That will block off all of Bridge Beach north south, and you will be dope. And you know what, I'm gonna test that later on to remove it, but like I've been saying, I'm probably going to remove this. So if you want to remove it now, feel free. It's unnecessary, but like I haven't tested it, so I wouldn't do it. It's been working, but it actually probably would work better without it. So now for the top of the ceiling, right? Once you're here, just I've talked about that actually, yeah. And I forgot to mention that any tile before this ceiling block off, just place floors on it, and you should be fine. You should be dandy. And now for Beach South, just oh wait, actually let's look around a little bit before and see if I forgot anything. Ah yes, I did forget something. So right here where it connects, remember to put smasher protection here. It just feels nice. And same thing over here, smasher protection. And as you saw, that lava bomb was shifted because of these tiles over here and the floor pieces that are under there. There's 4 pieces behind that and 4 pieces behind that. It shifts the lava bomb into these 6 tiles, which is awesome. And now on to gameplay of Wave 22 Beach South, the wave where lobbers go crazy. Now the reason why it's Wave 22 is simply because I cannot be arsed to get to Wave 25 twice in one day. I did it for footage for my new Storm Shield rework at Wave 10, and surprisingly enough, I got a good, clean Wave 30 footage for my Valley rework. So look forward to that AFK monstrosity of wonderfulness. I mean, it's semi-AFK, you do have to deal with the mini bosses. But this is Wave 22. As you can see, I am chilling on a giant wooden floor ramp. If I wanted to, I could be dancing, but there was a taker that really popped up once and now he's gone, and I have no idea where the whale went. So yeah, I have nothing else to say for this amplifier. It's perfect. And when you AFK, the Huss, if you're AFKing at Storm Shield, the Huss will walk into the Valley amplifier. The Shadow Huss, the Ninja Huss, they'll come from Valley amplifier, and you should be dope and fine and good to go. And yeah, that's about it for this little amplifier. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So there are 2 more amplifiers that I need to rework, Storm Shield being one of them, because I was talking about how I really didn't like that one, and Valley kept exploding, but there was a simple solution to that. Instead of changing my whole amplifier, I figured out the cause of explosion, and I didn't have to rework my amplifier. However, I reworked it still because of lava bomb manipulation, and I just made it absolutely AFKable even at Wave 30. So, you know, stay tuned for that. It's semi-AFKable mini bosses. I think I said that in the footage while I was recording. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, which should be uploaded in 2 days because I don't have a lot of content from Save the World. So I'm going to spread out the videos because I don't want to, you know, run out of things to make, and then I'm screwed because, you know, then there'll be like 20 days of dead content because season 10 sucks. Thank you guys for watching again, and bye-bye.